Today we're looking at the Maytag gas dryer, which had become very noisy recently, a loud rumbling sound, and looking at some other videos, the consensus of one video seemed to be that it was likely the blower wheel, which I'd never heard of before, but lo and behold, it had come completely unattached here from the motor, and that it was pumping any air at all is kind of a miracle. It was rubbing on the mating part here and actually wore a hole in the back behind. I'm going to patch that with a piece of duct tape before we put this all back together. But what I did, since I didn't have an extra blower wheel and it's Saturday, I took some epoxy putty and more or less glued the blower wheel to the shaft. Now the shaft has a flat spot in it, and I presume the blower wheel at one time had a tooth, which is long gone now. So in that spot where the flat is, I drove in some pieces of finishing nail where I'd cut the heads off. Drove them all the way in. There's a snap ring here which now is on top of the finishing screws. So a combination of the epoxy glue and the finishing nails jammed into the flat, I hope will keep the blower wheel on the motor. And if the glue doesn't hold up, I'll have to get another blower wheel. Probably wish now I'd kept a spare on hand, but like I said before today, I'd never heard of it. Otherwise, it's been a pretty good dryer. It's got the electronic start. It's a gas dryer, as I think I mentioned. And this is, to my recollection, the first issue I've had with it. I'm going to replace this bulb while I'm in the neighborhood. And that should be that. Thank you.